Adjust the lighting. Hi guys, it is Coach Shani. You guys saw the topic, but coming to you live with this topic. We're trying this format to see if it really is the best way to go in terms of my content creation. I want to make sure that I'm going live and getting my longer form content out here. Let me get all set up here, make some adjustments. Make a few adjustments. Okay, that's better. So I'll give everybody a minute to come in, and then I'll do my introduction and we'll get going because I'm excited to talk about this topic. It's probably going to go for an hour because yesterday I talked about, the 10 shocking things. I didn't even get through the whole awakening. So it's like that's just at the beginning of it. So there's so much more that I can add on with that topic. I'll do it later this week, or this weekend. So if you're catching this on playback, so I'm basically making this for playback because I know the actual live. I'm still building up my numbers. So most of you will see this on playback. So give me just a moment. I'll give YouTube time to let everybody know I'm live. It seems like everybody just piles in here at once. It's like nobody and then 25 people. So just make sure when you come in, you like the live. If you're catching this on playback, especially like the live. We're growing the channel. Make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000. We're getting there. So let me pull up my reference. I like to keep that up. So we got quite a few things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna do this kind of in tandem with some information that I've pulled up. And so if you come in like the live, see all of a sudden, the numbers, I look up and the numbers are just like crazy. So if y'all see any crazy comments, I've learned to ignore them because such is life. You're going to deal with a lot of things. And, it's like people throwing spitballs on the giant. You just got to ignore it sometimes. So, hi, welcome in to the live. I tried to get cute for y'all today. So, we didn't start on time, but we started. We started. How's everybody's day going? What time is it? Where are you? What country are you in? And what time is it? They're great. They're great. Um, Let me know what country y'all watching from and what time it is there. I am in the USA in the Midwest and it is 1:05 p.m. here. Yep. So I know a lot of you, I don't know what my algorithm is looking like, but I hope to clean that up as you watch my videos. Please pass me by. If my content is not for you, it's definitely for a select audience, a spiritual community. I'm Coach Shani all across social media. All across social media. So yeah, but I'm growing my YouTube. I do go live on TikTok at night or randomly, mostly at night. And then during the day, I am typically doing my live videos over here on YouTube, okay? Just so y'all know. Thank you guys for liking the live. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about the trials of Job from the Bible in relation to my spiritual journey, because the Bible is a book of stories and stories, prophecies, instructions, spells, as well as, instructions for chosen ones how to get through life, because the things that Christ faced and Job faced that many of us still have to go through. So we got instructions from their story, so we get to learn from somebody else's story. And I had my spiritual awakening. It started in 2018. I talked a lot about it on the previous video I did yesterday, the 10 most shocking things. I kind of gave you some preface, like I cried out in 2018. I said, God, this cannot be my life. This cannot be my life, right? And so God gave me 4 key things to do to change my life. And ever since then, I've been coaching women and men. I thought I was just going to be a coach for women, but a lot of men follow me and call me for advice. They say I have a mothering spirit. And so a lot of men who don't have a close relationship with their mother will kind of draw near to me. They feel safe or comforted. They ask me, spiritual questions, just life advice in general. I have a corporate background. I have 16 years as an IT project manager, network engineer, Oracle DBA, and cybersecurity. So I help people with business and career coaching. I've had an interior design business, and I'm a mom. I'm also divorced. So I have a lot of life experience of my own, which helped me feel the way people feel when they go through hardships, because divorce hurts. Divorce with kids hurt. Having children and having a co-parent hurts. Leaving a corporate career behind, or, being mistreated at corporate, always working twice as hard, never getting the promotions and stuff like that. That stuff takes a toll on a human. It makes you feel some type of way. So I am your earth angel. I'm here to help with the human experience, help people walk in their purpose. I'm also a certified relationship coach. Okay, so I do all things spiritual, from Reiki healing to oracle message to readings, coaching, mentoring, you name it. So a lot of people call me to pray with them. And most of the time when people have things going right in their life, I love it when I hear those stories. Like, everything you said was going to happen. So I'm here for all things spiritual. And on this channel, I really just want to express that. I just want to express that, all the spiritual things that I do, all the relationship things that I do, because it's important to come into divine union with one another. So I like to focus on that a lot. A lot of parenting things. It's good to, you know, it's good to embrace your inner child. This is the card that's up today for on my tarot deck. I have one tarot deck. I am not considered a tarot reader, but I do have High Priestess .1111 as my other YouTube channel. Okay.
You have 2 seconds. My daddy told me to have you look this over before I send it.
My youngest niece, she'll be like, "You're not just a mama, you're an auntie." So yeah, I'm mama auntie. That's my role as well, guys. So come on in, like the live, say hey, let me know where y'all from.
And then the certifications at the bottom, they link to my actual certifications. I created PDFs so they go straight to them.
At the top, take off I am. Any references to yourself, everything's just kind of a general statement, just description of the resume.
Okay.
Less about you and more about the resume. So I am a hardworking, blah 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 blah. Right.
Okay.
Picks up new things easily. Just the I am gotta go.
Okay.
I'm a great team player.
So just fix the summary, basically.
Yeah, just remove the personal reference in the summary and just point to the work. Hard worker, great team player, picks up things easily. Okay. Looks good otherwise.
Thank you. I use a template. I like them templates. It's easier to fill in work, and then it builds nicely. The layout is nice.
Okay, so You got all your work experience in here, so certified.
And then they link to the actual certifications. I attach the PDFs to the links. So if you click on the underlined portion,
okay,
then it goes to the link. Or, well, hold on, sorry. Let me show you. If I open it like this, you can see, because this one my daddy did.
in a preview mode.
Yeah, that way. Like if you click on there.
Okay, that's a nice feature. And where are these stored?
This I had to download them and attach them in Canva, so then it pops up on Canva.
Okay, so anybody can access it through that Canva link.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like a public file you have in Canva.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Here we go back to the resume. I'm doing my other role, Auntie, right now. So y'all come on in and we're going to get started with today's topic. I just did my intro. I'm not editing anything out. Y'all going to see my life as it happens. When things come across my desk, I handle it at that moment. So y'all get to see. And I said I want y'all to see my real life on this channel. What role are you applying for? Customer service?
I don't know yet. I just was gonna send it over to Robin and have her look it over.
Okay. This is good. I mean, it shows longevity, 2 years there, year there.
And then current
is a year.
Jobs. And I'm almost at I'm at a year at one, and then almost at a year at the other.
Okay, great.
So just fix that summary.
Fix the summary and make it, take the eyes out. And fix the spacing right here. You see how the spacing for all of these have a little bit of space in between them, and that one don't.
Okay.
Yeah, you see how you got here, like, complete necessary paperwork and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not I completed,
Yeah.
So just take the eyes out of the resume.
Okay.
Yeah, other than that, it looks good.
Thank you.
All right. I told y'all I'm business consultant. If you got a resume you need me to look over, send it over. My resume runs long. So today we're going to be talking about the dark night of the soul, the dark part of my spiritual awakening. Yesterday we were talking about 10 shocking things for my spiritual awakening. And we're going to hit this at all angles because I need to recall these moments in so many different ways that the Divine Mother is having me go back to reflect through giving you these live videos so that I can recall it, because I'm going to have to write the book soon, right? And so I need to recall these things. And so we're going to get into this. Today we're going to be talking about Job, right? And we're going to be talking about how the path of the chosen one. I've met so many people who've had this same story that I have. It happened to them in different ways, but we all have this story. So if you're a chosen one, you've had your dark night of the soul, your humiliation ritual, and then your awakening, and then the restoration piece. You can relate to this video. So if that hasn't happened for you yet, or you're not having your awakening this lifetime, you probably won't relate to this video. If you can't relate to the trials and tribulations of the book of Job, okay? And so I'm going to read this to you. The key points of the book of Job include Job's unwavering faith despite immense suffering, the questions of theodicy, why bad things happen to good people, the role of Satan in testing Job, Job's friends offering unhelpful advice, the importance of lamenting to God, God's sovereignty over suffering, Job's eventual restoration, the theme of human lamentation, in understanding God, the value of perseverance through hardship, and the ultimate vindication of Job's character. All centering around the story of Job, a righteous man who endures significant loss and challenges his faith through his struggles with God. And so that's what the past 3 years of my life have been looking like, my faith through my struggles with God. And they was like, well, if you had such a good job, you had such a good life, it's like God favored you. Why would you throw that away? Like, is this really God, or are you just messing up your life? And that's the unhelpful advice you get from friends and family. And at many points in this story, people told Job to just curse God and go back to your old life. Now, if we think about it, Job lost his family, his land, his fortune, and all of his friends. And, they died. His family died. He was given a new wife and new children, okay? And all the elder ones, his older kids who were adults, they had their own lives, their own land or whatever, but he didn't have anywhere to turn. And God was showing him, like, this is the true nature of the people around you, and this is how I work in your life. This is the true nature of the people around you, and this is how I work in your life. I take it, I can take it, and I can give it, right? I give it, then I take it away. I'm in control of what you have, right? Trust in me. And so, not that Job did anything wrong, but he was going through a purification process to be given more. The purification process caused things to burn to ash, basically. The relationships, the people, the money, if you're coming in like the live, the relationships, the people, the money, right? It had to all go away. And so we're going to talk through his story, then I'm going to tell you mine, right? So key points in detail, the 10 key points here. Job's righteousness. The story begins with Job described as a blameless, upright man, greatly blessed by God. And so I'll tell it in parallel. He had riches, fame, fortune, whatever was considered good at that time. You were blessed, you had land and a family, right? You were a good person, you had land and a family. I had, I've had a house, I've had the cars, all the nice cars, and me and my children were in good health. I had a great source of income through my corporate career, and I did things on the side, like I'm a healer, so I always did hair on the side, and many other things, many other talents. And so people looked at me as, if we need to borrow money, we'll go to her. And I always had a big savings, retirement money, a lot of life insurance policies on me and my children. So we were very well off. Okay. Even moving to Dallas at the beginning of the dark piece of this, I had just purchased a BMW to go to Dallas, and my income increased exponentially in moving to Dallas by thousands of dollars per month. And that was just through the grace of God. I mentioned all of that in yesterday's video, the 10 shocking things. So go back and watch that. Right? So you looked favored. You look favored. Like God favors you. That's clear, right? So Satan's challenge. Satan challenges God, claiming that Job's loyalty is only due to the material blessings leading. And we replace that word blessings to blessings, the material miracles. The material, because we know blessing is be-lessing. It's a play on words in the English language to constantly say you're having less, you're having things taken from you. You know better, you do better. So material miracles leading God to allow Satan to test Job, right? And so one could look at me and say, well, who are you without the stuff? Who would you be if you didn't have the money? And we just saw that over the past 3 years, because baby, I had no money. It's been real out here. I was like, people live like this their whole life broke. And I was just like, man, it's been the trenches. It's been the ghetto. All right? We're going to keep it real. It's been the ghetto. At 1 minute, I could have $22,000. It's like somebody took my money. Then my BMW was gone. And then I made a $7,000 commission. Then somebody took my money. Somebody stole my money. Y'all, the thievery I faced in these past 3 years of my dark night of the soul. It's like I gave up that apartment. My kids went away. One got his own. The other one went to my ex-husband. And then it's like, bam, all hell broke loose. The dark night of the soul is real. People still go through the trials of Job. God's chosen people still face these trials of Job. Not everybody goes through it at the same level, because the people that I'm in connection with, my soul tribe that I've been meeting on TikTok and on YouTube, I keep meeting more and more of my soul tribe, people that are meant to be around me, my spiritual community. And they've been gravitating towards me and letting me know that they're going through the same thing. And I was like, okay, these are God's people, because a lot of them have, very heightened spiritual gifts. They're readers, they're healers, and they bring people together in a special kind of way. And they've all been reaching out to me, letting me know that they've lost their homes and their cars and their jobs, and they can't go back to those things. And everybody's like, why don't you just curse God and go back and get your job? Baby, the job gone. I don't filled out probably 200 W-2 job applications. The only thing I've been able to do in these past 3 years since I left corporate, May 5th, 2022, is 1099 income to sustain myself. I've lived with people for the past 2 years, y'all. Since December 2022, I've lived with people. I have never been dependent in my life. I've always been independent, even as a child, because I was chosen. I grew up in a single mother household. If my mama was out of money, somehow I would always have money to give her as a child. If it was time for all three of us to get shoes, my shoes are still intact. I would tell her just get my brother and sister some shoes. My shoes are fine. You know what I'm saying? So in the way, you being in other people's energy is the way that they get blessed. They have connection to your spiritual bank account, right? And so it was never meant for me to be poor or humiliated, just like it wasn't for Job. But God had to test us. I've given you so much, and Satan wants to know, would you still love me without these material things? Would you curse me if you didn't have these material things? Would you start an OnlyFans? Would you go to the strip club? Would you start that feet page? Would you start doing chats with men for hundreds of dollars? Would you start doing these wicked things and not trust that I'm going to feed you from day to day like a bird? I have to be a bird in this season, y'all. I stay with my brother in the basement on the couch. It's a very lovely home, right? But this is reality. This is reality, and I'm on my way out of this into the promised land. It is the children of Israel in the wilderness passing through the lands in the book of Deuteronomy, how you pass through different people's houses. That's how it's been, living with different people. And then making it to the promised land. It's like God is telling us, me and the collective, I'm watching all of their money come in now. Everybody's starting to get money now. People I'm talking to are starting to get their own place now. Like they're coming into it. It's like we're all coming into the promised land, but we're settling in different spots along the way. So we all hit the promised land and somebody's house is right here. So we drop them off. The rest of us keep walking until we see the sign with our name on it, right? It's been like that type of journey. And I kid you not, it's real. It is real. People don't believe in God. And sidebar, back in the day, I used to think telling people that, to go to God and pray about it wasn't enough. This experience shook me to the core where that is all you need. All you need is to go talk to God. All you need is to go within. I used to think that wasn't enough. Like, I gotta do more for them. I gotta give them some money. I gotta give them a place to stay. I gotta do it myself. God's not enough. God ain't gonna show up for them fast enough. I really used to think like that. As spiritual as I was, I used to feel like that's not enough for other people. That's enough for me. You know what I'm saying? Being a control freak. So, unmerited suffering. This is point number 3. Job's experiences immense loss, including the death of children and the loss of wealth and health, despite his righteousness. I had a miscarriage in 2014. Like I said, my son went to his dad. Thankfully, my living children did not pass. And my oldest son, it was a miracle. He just got a job. He finally got off the couch and got a job in IT, a network something certification, followed in my footsteps to IT, and got his own place, y'all. It was a flipping miracle. That was a miracle. Well, my 20-year-old got that IT job and kept it and got his own place. A week or two later, he was calling me to come take him to pick up his new car. Okay, that is a miracle. I didn't think that boy was gonna make it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I didn't think the boy was gonna make it. But he all right now. He good. He done switched several IT jobs. He's in cybersecurity and he has his own YouTube channel coaching. So he's followed in mommy's footsteps. With coaching and the IT. He said he didn't want any college debt like me because I'm still paying student loans. So he just got a certification and went at it that way. I'm so proud of him. I really am. And so thank you, Birdie. I know God walks with me. I have no doubt about it. I wake up and I talk to God. I have joy in my heart. Okay. I really do. And I'm so grateful to get, get divine wisdom to tell me to go what to do next that's going to be beneficial for me and others, not just me. Okay, not just me. I'm a leader, so whatever I do is going to affect the masses once I actually get out there really walking in my purpose. Okay, and this time was necessary. The time I spent in the shadows in the valley was necessary. I needed to have this experience. How do you sit before somebody who's crying and lost everything and you can't relate because you've never been without? We have soul contracts that we enter into before we come into these bodies. Our soul designed an experience that would make us more relatable to the people that we are going to work with on this planet, the ones that we're here to help. As star seeds, we come here, we have an experience, it's going to prepare us for the people who have had similar experiences, okay? It'll make us more relatable. That's why everybody has their testimony, and we can sit before you and say, I understand. I sat before a woman who was supposed to be my mentor at some point, read the Bible every day, and I told her something, and because she had a more pristine background and a life, no divorce, no, this, that, the other, she told me, Spirit said, remember that moment. She told me, she said, I can't relate. When I said something about being a single mom or something like that, I was coming to this woman bearing my soul. And she looked at me, but God knew I had a thick enough skin to be like, this hoe got me messed up. I wasn't going to run and cry, my life wasn't going to fall apart. I was like, this hoe got me messed up. I would never tell that to somebody. She, and I'm being nice, I'm saying hoe. I would never sit before somebody and tell them, oh, you're having problems in life? I can't relate. Girl, I don't care if I've been through what you've been through or not. You came to me, we finna fix this shit. It stops here. I saw a young lady sleeping in her car. She was homeless with her baby. I looked at her, I said, this the last day of this. Not on my watch. And I got her put into someone's home. God said you don't have to be all the magic. Use the networks and connections I've given you. And I got that young woman put in a home and on her feet. Not on my watch. Whatever was in me rose up out of me that day. Right? So I know what I'm capable of when I put my emotions into it. Right? That fiery passion I have in my heart for people. So that's why I'm called to work with the people and help the people and heal the people. I'm here for that. And people just don't, I'm telling people, I'm in a position where I don't really work. I work part-time. I'm going to do a 3-hour event today as a brand ambassador. And the rest of my day is pretty much free. I got time to help people virtually right now. People who really are serious about doing the work, mentoring and everything. Everybody I've mentored and worked with, I've done it for free, right? But I say y'all don't recognize who I am and what I can do in your life, and people gonna realize it when it ain't free no more, or when I'm helping a different demographic and it's not, I've moved on from that set of people. I'm telling people constantly, if you need something spiritually done, let me know, and they don't leverage me. But that time to do it is finna pass. And so this next point, Job's lamentations. Job expresses his pain and questions God's justice through passionate prayers and lamentations, right? So his pain and questions God's justice through passionate prayers and lamentations. I went through my season of staying with a very dark karmic person. That was the gateway to the beginning of the dark night of the soul, because this person would stand over my head at night and cast spells while I was sleeping. Very dark energy. I mean, like in cults that you hear that stuff about Diddy astral projection, that he's a part of stuff like that. And I didn't find out till I lived there. So God was showing me, stop taking people at face value. They're very dark behind the scenes. The people who do the most dark magic will play dumb about spirituality. They'll denounce that stuff, act like they're a Christian, and they'll talk against people who do it. And so if you're a light worker, you do spiritual healing and things like that, they'll make you sound like the devil. and it's really them. Think about the Salem witch trials and how this accusatory energy, somebody will throw a rock and hide their hand behind their back and say the light worker did it. It's really the devil over there saying the light worker did it. Y'all, that's a witch. You can't trust them. They'll do things to you. They'll take away your powers and possess you. And that's really what they've been doing, and they blame it all on you. So it's like wherever you are, there's going to be a opposite energy on the dark side, like assigned to you throughout life, that's going to keep on trying to tarnish your image, tear you down. That's how it works. It comes with tear. It's gonna keep you on your toes, baby. It's gonna make you strong. It's gonna keep you on your toes, and that's why I tell people every day: get up and get on your spiritual rituals, okay? Because it's something that already been up all night working against you, and you waking up going through the day any kind of way, letting stuff happen to you. Let everything come to you and happen for you. Transmute every piece of that negative energy that comes your way into something powerful. They I'm like, I hate she woke up today. When my feet hit the floor, baby, I was in the bathroom dancing when I was getting in the shower, because I always program the water when I get in the shower. And I tell y'all to do this constantly. Speak to that water. Say, healing waters, heal me. Tell that water what you want that water to do for you. That water is here for you to command. Okay? And so I went through that crying out, why is this happening to me? What did I do? And it finally dawned on me. I started getting spiritual guidance and direction. Wow, you're going through the trials of Job. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, why is this happening? It's like I spent some time being faithful, making the videos and doing all the coaching and stuff, but time came. You about to be tested. You really gonna be good? So, and then the next part, the friends and their misguided counsel. Baby, I could write a book on that section alone. Job's 3 friends, attempting to comfort him, wrongly accuse him of sin and attribute his suffering to his own wrongdoing. Everybody, why don't you just get a job? Why don't you get a job? First of all, I have one. It's brand ambassador. It's 1099 contract work. And people will be envious of your freedom. They will act like, that ain't nothing. And, well, I've signed up with 5 companies, so that's what I got right now. I'm telling y'all my real life story that's happening today. I'm going to work at 4. And I do spiritual work all day. So I'm gonna say this to say that unless you have a W-2 income, a 9 to 5, whether it's day shift or second shifts, even once you get it, the people who tell you to turn around and curse God and go get a job, God has closed the door to the jobs. I filled out hundreds of job applications. I've seen everybody who said I got connections and networks. Yeah, let me help you out. I ain't did nothing. You cannot go above God. Once God took the W-2 out my hand back with 10 years, I couldn't even move around in the company to a position I wanted than where I was at. It was like, no, you're here until I take you up out of here, and then you out of here for good. It's all entrepreneurship, right? And one day my brother came to me. He's like, you're an entrepreneur, nigga. Make something work. We hood, y'all. So I was like, you right. So I've been working on my stuff since I've been here. I'm so grateful for my brother. I'll be honest, like, he the only person that really talk shit to my face. The rest of the family, they ain't give a fuck what they said to me. They don't care about no feelings. You would think I ain't even human. So this stuff about the friends, baby, it ain't even gotta be friends. It could be your family. Talk about me like a dog. Talk about like a dog. And I know it. And I just smile. People still call me and ask me for stuff. Y'all, this stuff ain't like, it ain't finna be like, oh, it's just, no. It's real. It's real. Job's defense of his integrity. Despite his friends' accusations, Job maintains his innocence and reaffirms his faith in God. So even when people come against you saying, this ain't your spiritual journey, this ain't this, why don't you do this, why don't you do this? You need to go back to corporate. People done told me all kind of stuff. And I was like, I think corporate blacklisted me. Somebody done went behind my back. Like, I don't hear everything. God makes sure you hear everything while you're going through it so you can feel it. So everybody who tries to talk about me currently behind my back, I get everything back. The Most High will stop me and show me in a premonition that conversation happening in real time. Like, this is what was said. And you'll notice when you're around that person again, the shift in their energy and their body language is going to change around you because they constantly talking about you. And you can feel it, right? They're going to keep treating you different. They're going to be high and low with their energy with you. And I was like, I know this. I'm an empath. And so it's just constantly being confirmed, right? And so a lot of chosen ones are dealing with it. People just sit here and say little snarky, middly things to your face, and you just go back to God. Like, I know I'm on my spiritual journey. I know this is you. I know you're going to see it through. I know whatever you got me learning, healing, seeing, doing, wherever I am is where I'm meant to be. And so no matter how many times I felt like I got money, like a little tax return last year or something, I can go leave and get my place. Nope. I got you here for a reason. You finna sit here for a reason. I had to come to peace with being here. Y'all tried to get up and run away and leave every day. I'm moving in here so I can start a life. I'm going to apply for jobs out of town. Maybe I just can't get jobs here. No, God said, you really finna be doing this spiritual work, period. This is your life now. Accept it. And when you speak on it and walk into it and embrace it, I can give you the money that goes with it. I can give you the money that goes with the spiritual journey. But as long as you pulling away from it and listening to everybody else and trying to please them and do it the way they say, am I not giving you a way to make money? I'm gonna go make money now. And I make a decent amount per hour tax free as a brand ambassador. It's like, it's just enough to float, keep me afloat, keep my cell phone bill paid, get my son some allowance, and take care of his needs, and as well as my own. I do pretty good. I honestly do. And I go online and do spiritual work, and people send me money too. So, and I do readings. So it's working out, I can even afford to, help where I'm at. So you won't be looking poor just because you're going through this. God never intended for you to look bad. God never intended for you to feel bad. It was always happening for you, not to you. So after Job went through all of that, he knew who to clean out of his life. Period. Period. God said, I can't give you certain things right now because certain people ain't supposed to be in it. You ain't getting the Benz right now because these people ain't supposed to be in your car. You still gonna let them ride with you. You're gonna get it like this at this time. For you, you're gonna get what you got coming like this at that time. You're not gonna get it in mixed company. You got people tied to your spiritual bank account who need to be out your energy. And they there for the ride, baby. They'll talk about you bad in your face. Like, they really ain't manifesting off of you. They ain't really being blessed off of you. It could be a marriage where that person's only doing good because you there. And when you break apart, you might look like you down at first. And it's going to give them an opportunity to show their true colors for real. And then the table's going to turn. They're going to be back down to where their energy has them. And you're going to be up to where you're supposed to be all the time. But you got to go through valleys to learn lessons. And never be in the valley looking down on yourself. Never look at yourself like, I'm in the way, I'm embarrassed, I'm ashamed. Fuck that. You better get up every day and fix your face. Juvia's Place be having makeup palettes for $3 online. Dollar Tree, eyeliner, lipstick, everything. Don't look like no damn bum. You are a child of God. Gentlemen, go buy a pair of clippers for $20 and learn how to cut your own hair. Put a guard on there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no reason for you not to groom yourself and look like something. If your budget got you at Goodwill, you better find the best pieces. Go to the best one. You understand? Get up and work out. A home workout. Go outside and work out. Go for walks. You take care of your temple where you at. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? No money don't mean you look homeless. All right? Have some standards. And you're going to attract more. Because sometimes we can get in that lowly energy, and I know it. Like, oh my gosh, I'm a burden. Fuck that. I know what I bring to the table. I'm a star seed. Anybody around me finna be blessed, and I constantly see it. The Most High is going to show you. You're going to constantly see. People around you are never going to go without. They're tied to your spiritual bank account. You might look like you ain't got nothing. It might look like the people around you getting more than you. It's because you there. Don't let nobody talk shit to you. Don't do it. Don't look down on yourself. Okay? That hit close to home. Okay? So what's this next one? This next point. He reaffirmed his faith in God. So God's response. God appears to Job in a whirlwind, revealing the power and sovereignty over creation, while not fully answering Job's questions about his suffering. So God appears to Job in a whirlwind, revealing his power, her power, and sovereignty over creation, while not fully answering Job's questions about his suffering. I can relate in terms of God showing up to me saying, look what I can do. Tiptoeing, dancing around. God is saying, you're going to be all right. If you hear, it's because I got you here. See how powerful I am? If you hear, it's because I got you here. When you was in your own, when you was 20, 25 buying your first house, it's because I put you in it. When you got that corporate job after 4 months of not getting anything after you graduated from college, I put you in it. When you got the internship with the Department of Homeland Security senior year of college, I put you in it. When the bucket died halfway through your senior year of college, I put you in a brand new Malibu. You didn't qualify for it. You didn't even have the money for it. And they gave it to you anyway. You understand? God is saying, go back and remember everything I brought you through. When that baby was born 6.5 weeks early at 4.4 pounds and 2 ounces, and he couldn't breathe on his own, I breathed into his lungs. When the other baby wouldn't come out after 41 weeks, and that cord was wrapped around his neck twice, I brought him back to life because he was gone. You understand? God said, go back. Go back and look at everything I did for you. Look at the impossible. God just danced around you in a little circle. Said, I already been here. I already been doing stuff. Don't worry about it. Delight wherever you are. Come to terms with, I'm in control. Just come to terms with the fact that God is in control. And wherever you are is where you need to be. And let your prayer be, what do I need to learn in this season? How do I get through this? Not, oh my gosh, get me out of here. I'm tired of this. Because you wake up like that. You want to punch the wall. I'm sick of this. I'm tired. I just want to go on vacation. I can't do that. I want to do this. I can't do that. You know, but there's so much you can do. Since I've been here the past year, I have access to my child. My child. I get to be around all my nieces. They my babies too. And the younger ones that didn't grow up around me that much because I was in Dallas, I got to spend time with them too. You know what I'm saying? So that I got to solidify the bond with the children and the family. I don't care about these adults like that. No. But the children, I know what I'm called to do, so it's important for me to be around the children. You understand? So, I've had that. So I look, baby, these braids go down to my hip. I wear luxury braids. I ain't had to go sit no shop. I get my hair braided at the house. Either I do it or my brother girlfriend does it. Okay? Hair stay done. I know how to do hair. I know how to do my own nails. So it looked like I always went to the nail shop. You know, things like that. But God is taking me to the season. I said, I'm tired of doing my own hair and nails. Can I go to the nail shop? But it's coming. You know, I learned how to do my makeup. Not without. I know how to shop. Baby, I'm going to find a deal. I'm going to find me a deal. And it ain't going to be no cheap stuff. Right? So it's like, you just got to know that you got something in you to work with. You ain't starting over. You starting from experience. You ain't starting from scratch. You ain't no young buck. You starting from experience. Quit acting all weak. Start that business, because all you can do now is start the business. All you can do now is start the business. All you can do is start the business. And you need to wake up. If God took the job away, well, how did I feel every morning when I woke up at the job? Fucking depressed. Depressed. That's why my niece showing me her job, her resume now. People gotta think about how you finna spend the rest of your life. You want your ankle chained to a cubicle? for the best part of your day, the most of your week, which is the most of your life. Go do something you love. Start that business, Mariah. You pull out that Cricut machine, make a T-shirt.
I got a heat press machine too.
You better start making some T-shirts.
My nigga spent $1,000 on it. I still ain't never used it.
Girl, you can make some T-shirts for girls. Be like, I'm a YN magnet.
My nana been asking me, to use it forever. She was like, if you bring it over her, I actually use it. I was like, you gotta talk to my daddy about that.
I need a whole T-shirt line made.
Okay. You can look into doing it. I don't know how to start.
We'll figure it out.
YouTube again. We can actually do something this
See?
weekend.
Business. We can do it. Yep. We gonna get it done. Cause I want my T-shirts out. I want my merch out. Coach Shani said, you scared to speak for yourself? You could be like, Coach Shani said, I'll speak up. Okay. Can you help me find a hematologist who specializes in sickle cell disease? Something came up about sickle cell the other day. What minerals you need to be taking with sickle cell. And there's a lawsuit over a certain type of medicine. Lacey, email me. I'll help you find somebody. Email thecoachshoni@gmail.com. Okay. And let's get through these last few points. So we've made it through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we got 9 to 10 left. Which is the best part. Repentance and restoration. After God's intervention, Job repents and restored to a better state than before. After God's intervention, Job repents and is restored to a better state than before, including renewed family and wealth. Chosen ones, I told y'all we've entered into the promised land with this spiritual awakening that's happening on this planet. You can see it all around us in government and everything. The world is clearly going through something, and it's spiritual, y'all. It's spiritual what's happening. Mother Earth said, baby, y'all finna clean the house. It's time to clean the house. It's Saturday morning. It's Saturday, which is the Sabbath, right? God said it's Saturday. It's time to clean this house up. We didn't get the president y'all want. We got the one we need that's going to shake things up and allow this tower moment for things to go the way it needs to go. So it's restoration time for the chosen ones. So I believe my restoration and my wealth is coming because more and more money's just been coming in. You understand? When the big thing comes, we have to keep our mouth closed because there's still people who want to attack that. You feel like you ain't got nobody to talk to, you can definitely email me. You can definitely email me. I'm here for you. I know so many people that don't have anybody to talk to. Hey, friend. How are you? And so I'm here for that. I know what it feels like to not have anybody to talk to. So I told you, the things I've gone through have prepared me for the people that I am prepared to minister to. That I'm here to help. I've gone through what you've gone through. I had to feel it. People look at me like, oh, your skin's so pretty, you're so this. I'm 43. People always think I'm 28 or 29. You know what I'm saying? But it's not my face, it's my energy. God has restored the years through my energy. I ain't got no tired, worn out, bitter energy, right? I feel like my life is beginning now. Now I'm living. Now I'm excited when I wake up. Now I'm doing what I love to do. There's so many people connected to what I'm doing that don't even realize they finna get snatched up and work for me and not at a cubicle. You understand what I'm saying? There's so many people that don't even realize that your calling is tied to somebody else's. There are people who think they're going to have an ordinary life. But once the chosen ones come forth as leaders, we're going to need a team of people we trust. And while you've been in this valley, God is showing you who you can trust. And who can do what. Anybody can be taught to do anything. The one role I got, and I've been saying it for years, people don't even know that they've been interviewing for it for a while in my life. Okay? So, when God restored Job, it gave a woman that didn't know she was going to marry him a leg up in life. It gave life to all the people around them. Job's restoration as a chosen one affected so many people. They came up with him. They were tied to his energetic bank account. Okay? Don't forget that. So be careful how you treat people. Their come up might be finally be your come up. They had to come up in order to bring you up with them. And so don't hate. Don't ever hate on nobody who coming up. Like, it's winter season. I know I'm connected to this person. Somehow it could benefit me. They might give you the seed money to start your business, or they might give you a role working for them that's still working in your purpose. A life you never even imagined. Right? You get to travel with them while they go spread the gospel. Okay? You get to travel with them while they're doing the book tour or the conferences, or, you get to travel with them. You get to have that life that they have too. Okay? So that was repentance and restoration. And finally, theological questions. The book raises profound questions about the nature of God, the problem of evil, and the meaning of suffering. And then this lessons of faith. The main takeaway is that even in the face of incomprehensible suffering, maintaining faith and trust in God is essential. People be like, how are you so happy? I faced the devil. I faced all my shadows. I've seen how ugly and dark I am. It was shown to me in other people. I sat with all of my wounds, my trauma. I healed them. I learned to fast and pray. And through learning to fast and pray, I was healing emotional wounds that kept me fat and eating out of my emotions. That dopamine that came with each bite of food, I no longer need that. I look at food differently now. What meal will I have today that's going to nourish my body? Because I'm down to 1 meal a day, intermittent fasting. I've lost over 30 pounds over the past year. Every time I go to the doctor, there's more weight off. Y'all, was 318 at my heaviest. My last weigh-in was 292. You understand what I'm saying? I was so ashamed to come online and tell people I was over 300 pounds. But every time people look at me, I have a big butt. So they just assume, well, that's why all your weight is. But it's still embarrassing to say those numbers. I have no shame of anything. And that was the last thing I was like, I never tell somebody that I was over 300. They was like, well, you got a shape. You got a shape. That ain't enough. Everybody got their ugly little secrets, things they're ashamed of. Reasons why they think somebody won't love them because of what was fed into them as they grew up. A lot of chosen ones don't get along with their mothers, the women. You might have a mother that wanted to switch places with you, or you expose her ugly side and she can't be fake around you. Everybody she could play fake with, she can't play fake with you. You see right through her ass. Like, you're the child that was born to show her the mirror, hand her the mirror. Like, this what you look like. So she really don't fool with you. So a lot of chosen ones, like when you see these women that don't have a good, close relationship, they're cordial with their mother. Some people flat out drag down, I fight my mom in the street. Some people are at that level with it, and others, it might be a cordial relationship and an understanding that we don't go there. We don't go there. You know what I'm saying? So it's different for everybody. Let me make sure this camera's clean. It was. So it's different for everybody. You might have been born into a karmic family where you feel like you always got left out. That's really the path of a chosen one growing up. You just felt like you weren't close to anybody in your family for real. Like, you just always the one that got left out. And you might have been as smart as you are because you have that divine wisdom in you. As quickly as you pick up on things, it's like it'll never be enough. But these are soul contracts, and that's why God said we're always supposed to forgive, because everybody's playing a role this lifetime to help you wake up and ascend. And help you understand more about you. So every encounter you have with somebody, here's the relationship coach in me. Every encounter you have with someone is showing you more of yourself. You're only here to learn about yourself and master yourself. It's never so you can learn about somebody else. You learn what energy they carry and you leave it alone if it don't resonate. Confirmation. And you only are here to master yourself. Yoga, spiritual rituals, spiritual baths, write and release. Get things out of your head. Journal. Journal and burn it. That's a write and release. Journal and burn it. If those pages say some dark stuff, journal and burn it. Okay? Because once it's swirling around up in here, it needs to come out. It needs to come out, or you're going to end up in analysis paralysis, and you'll be disconnected from everyone and everything around you. I thank y'all for showing up. I have the courage to tell my story, and this is a light version of a piece of my story. Very light, very demure, very low key. When the real shit come out in that book, motherfuckers is gonna be mad. Probably try to sue me too. But you're gonna tell on yourself because I ain't using nobody's names. It is what the fuck it is. New book coming this summer. Okay, summer 2025, y'all. You can place your get a pre-order. I'm going to put up a form for pre-orders. All right, so expect that tonight. And I will, for all pre-orders who prepaid, I will be giving you the first page of the book. So I'll be working on my cover and things like that. Networking, getting out here with people lately has got me to this point where I can say I'm going to do that. Because that idea came from somebody else who's in marketing. Y'all know how long I've been talking about writing this damn book, since 2018. So I was raised in the church, y'all. I no longer identify as a Christian. I no longer identify as Christian. I feel like this claiming a gang to represent God. And I'm spiritual, and I believe that you just need your direct access to the God that we all serve. Right? I do believe in the Divine Mother, the Divine Father, and the Son. The Holy Trinity. However, don't come on my page debating with me. What you believe is what you believe. I had to evolve to this point. I do not adopt other people's beliefs just because they say it so. I have direct access to the Most High, and I know why I'm here and what I'm called to do. And if you can't say that, you probably shouldn't be trying to coerce other people into your belief system, because it's based on a falsehood. You have not studied yourself, and to yourself be true. When you tell me you face some things, when you can come to me and say you went through your dark night of the soul, your humiliation ritual, and your awakening, you walking in your purpose, you know what it's like when God talks to you. You can tell me who your soul is and who you were in past lives and what you're called to do, because that's what your energy does, and that's what it's always done throughout time. Unless you can come to me and say that, don't challenge my beliefs, you will lose. I'm here to help, and if you don't feel like I can help you, block my channel. But for those who need me, you can reach me at thecoachshoni@gmail.com. And this season, it's time to get serious about walking in your purpose, walking with God, and ignoring your haters, and getting this shit done. It's time for this planet to evolve. It's time for us to raise the vibration. And I'm here to do that. I love y'all. Peace, love, and light. Be great.